Hey there, Atocha Dave in the Atocha Dave series of Atocha coins for sale. We're going to call this one the 4th of July 2022 current inventory of coins available for purchase. Atocha coins are extremely desirable at this time. As you may or may not know, the Atocha sank in 1622. September 6th. In September 6th in Key West, there's going to be a huge anniversary celebrating, as this is the year 2022, the 400th anniversary of the sinking of the Atocha. On the sinking of the Atocha, the 400th anniversary, many hundreds of people are going to go to the Duval Street coin shops that sell Atocha coins. Congratulations, if you purchase a beautiful coin, you are going to pay the all-time highest retail price for an Atocha coin ever in its history. The inventory is depleted. There are no coins available. The quality of the coins are very low and the prices are very high. At the conclusion of everybody buying at the end of September and during September, the coin shops in Key West and other parts of Florida are going to be again depleted of inventory. They're going to seek out people selling coins. They're going to not get good quality again. They're going to raise their prices. Atocha coins are going up. They're impossible to get. Get them while you can. This is not the time to wait, or as a person recently said to me, they're going to mull it over. When you're mulling over an Atocha coin, it's already sold and it's already gone up in price. So I'm still able to offer you coins that are 50 to 40 to 30% lower in price than Key West prices. About 100% of my business is a call that I receive. I'll give you my phone number, and we are just returning from Key West. We want to buy an Atocha coin. The prices have gotten ridiculous. Give me a 30% discount. Give me a better quality coin. You are the person we're going to buy the coin from. So that's what I hear over and over and over again. However, when my supply is depleted, there is no other sources that you can turn to. So I urge you, if interested in an Atocha coin, now is the time. They're not going down in price. They're going up in price. Availability is impossible to get. With that in mind, I have done it on many of my other videos, but some of my other videos are now 8 months, 1 year, 6 years, 10 years old. So we have to quickly tell you who Atocha Dave is so that you can understand whom is the person you are purchasing these coins from. I'm going to remove this one from the sleeve so that there's less glare. I do apologize. This was a 1976 photo. It is the old Kodachrome film, and it is when I first met Mel Fisher outside of his treasure museum, and I was addicted to sunken treasure, the Atocha, as a 16, 15-year-old individual, shown right here where my finger is pointing. Before this photograph was taken, Mel flicked his cigarette away and said, "Hold on." He reached into his pocket, he pulled out a solid gold bar, he plucked it in my hand, and the photograph was taken. This is the introduction to the gold fever and the treasure hunt fever. Since then, in 1976, the year is 2022. I don't know if that's 40 some odd years, possibly. For 40 years, I've been collecting and had an interest in Atocha coins. Some of the coins you are seeing today are in my collection for 40 years. They are being released for the very first time in that 40-year history. When looking at some other photographs, give you a little background again as to how we progressed. This is a photo coming up to 1985, when we actually found the Atocha. At this point, after many years of returning to Key West, trying to work for Mel Fisher, I've finally become a diver for his organization, and I am diving on the Atocha. I'm helping with Kim Fisher. I'm living on the Bookmaker, and I am a diver for Mel Fisher's Cobb Coin Company, Treasure Salvers, experiencing the once-in-a-lifetime experience of looking for in years prior, and then being there, and then the aftermath of the mother lode of the Atocha. So this is a real great, if you will, chronology of how these things happen sometimes, where you go there as a young individual hoping and dreaming, and then the dream comes true and you're with Mel Fisher as a diver for him. Mel Fisher being a great, unique individual, the world's greatest treasure hunter. It was an honor and a privilege to work for him, and received a lot of treasure as well. This is one of my more favorite photographs. You just saw one of us topside. This is one of me and Mel coming up from the Atocha, and we literally have just dove together and we're at the ladder. Today, when you go to Key West, many of the sales ladies or younger people who are selling the Atocha coins will tell you stories about the coins and will basically say that they're experts in them. Meanwhile, they never had an opportunity to even meet Mel Fisher. They were too young. He had passed away. I had known Mel Fisher very well, and at this point already, after 40 years, I'm basically an expert in Atocha shipwreck coins. I do want to digress quickly, only because I had it available, so I figured I would show it. This coin around my neck shown here, if you could zoom in, was what I could afford in 1985, and it was a 1715 fleet treasure coin, which I had had since the 1976 photograph I showed you earlier. But that very coin in that photograph is still in my possession, and it is shown right here. And we'll talk a little bit about 1715 fleet Cobb coins and how they're made and how cool they are. But isn't that amazing that that very same picture there with Mel, this is the very same coin that is in that photograph. Hasn't changed. The way we used to do it when we had no money back in the day was you would go to a jeweler, they would put a little dot of silver right there and put your bail directly onto the coin. That's not basically thought of as a good idea today, but that is how we did it back in the day. And some of the old vintage coins can be determined by if that bail is put on in that manner. So my very first 1715 fleet treasure coin, still in my possession. Probably will never sell it because there's no price that can equal the sentimental value. So there's Mel and I again. This is a photograph of Dio Fisher, Mel's wife, a lovely lady. She was out on the boat, the Bookmaker, that day with us, and we did a dive together. We were looking for some remnants of a different shipwreck that was in the 1622 fleet. I did recover a ballast stone, and it was something that Mel was very excited about. The ocean floor is very flat and sandy. When you find a ballast stone, you could be on to the remnants of a different shipwreck. Having taken over as first mate of the Bookmaker, this is me at the helm of the Bookmaker. Lovely day in Key West, doing treasure diving with Dio Fisher in the background. Got a few more photographs we'll share with you here, and then we'll get into some of the actual treasure coins. Getting ready to dive over here on the Atocha. In this photograph over here, again on the helm of the boat, plotting our course. This is a picture of myself, again, coming up from one of the dives. Over here, this is a picture of a topside view. You have myself over here, Kim Fisher over here, and Mel Fisher over here. And what we're doing is we're putting anchors at 3 points to dig. And I think we were watching to see if the anchor had set. And that's what you do when you search for sunken treasure. Finally, in this photograph here, the Atocha has been found. Years later, in 1988, it has been recovered, and I had the opportunity to sell some of my treasure and visit with my friends and co-divers and other Atocha Golden Crew members. We were invited to Christie's. This picture appeared in the local newspaper. In the background, it clearly says, "Christie's welcomes Mel Fisher and his Golden Crew." I had asked Mel if I could borrow 2 of his gold long chains around my neck as shown in this photograph. If you could zoom in, a lot of times people think that that's a ribbon. That's not a ribbon. Those are 2 Atocha gold chains. This is, I believe, one of the only photographs where Mel has left these out of his possession. And we were both drinking screwdrivers, so we were probably not thinking so clearly. However, my screwdriver is basically finished in this picture, and I walked away, and Mel knew me as a diver of his, so I guess he trusted me. But I love this photograph. Mel is not in the photograph, and I'm just walking around with 2 great, very valuable historic Atocha artifacts. So lots of fun. Over here, we wouldn't have to go into it, and I'd cover this up quite over here. I wouldn't want my private information. But if you look towards the top section here, this is what the contract for the 1985 Atocha investment looked like. Anybody who invested $1,000 received over 17 times their investment. So $1,000 got you $17,000 in treasure in return. Obviously, $1 million got you 17 million in return. So keeping a lot of the original documents and stuff like that, great stuff, great memories. Let's get to the good stuff. So we'll start out with Atocha coins, and then we'll work our way over to some other items that are available currently. The market right now, market conditions are the following. 8 reale Atocha coins are, I would not say plentiful, but they are available. One must know the following, and this will just make good sense. Since 1985, the Atocha coins have been put up for sale. The very best coins that were ever recovered were bought in the early days, the 1985, 86, 87, 88. After people had acquired those, the major sellers, such as the people down in Key West, they don't have inventory anymore. They actually seek out individuals who want to sell their coins. People who want to sell their coins don't sell their favorite coins. They sell lesser quality coins. Their ability to provide you with high quality coins has not existed for years. The 2 most popular type coins that people requested were the 2 real size coins, the 4 real size coins, the 8 real coins being sometimes too large for men or women to wear, are the least in demand. They are currently, as I said, available, but what is not available is the 2s and the 4 reale coins. The 4 reale being half the size of the 8, the 2 real being half the size of the 4. Women in particular enjoy the 2 real size, men typically the 4 real size, although a lot of men like the 8 real size as well. Your choice. I have predominantly the 2s and the 4s, I am the only one who have the 2s and the 4s available. So again, those will be going most quickly. Let's begin. We're starting out with grade 1 quality coins here. This very first coin that I'm going to take out of the sleeve here, as they call it, is already set in 14 karat gold. It is an Atocha grade 1 4 real coin. I love that I let my jeweler freelance on this one, and they put in 4 corners instead of an ordinary prong. There are basically Gothic crosses there, which really makes the coin very special. Here is the reverse side. Obviously the bail, as shown here, would allow your chain to go through there. And this is an absolutely gorgeous grade 1 quality 4 real Atocha coin. All of these coins come with their certificates of authenticity. So if you purchase a coin like this, you're simply going to come to a certificate such as this, and you're going to match up all the information. So for example, it's going to say 4 real denomination. It's going to say Potosi as the mint. It's going to say the grade of the coin, grade 1 in this case. And then when you actually look at the coin and compare it next to the scan on this photo certificate, you're going to see that the coin matches up perfectly. That is how you know that this coin is a true authentic coin. You receive all these certificates, barcode IDs, and everything with coins that are purchased from me. Up number 1, available currently for a short period of time, is this beautiful Atocha 4 real, magnificent size coin, will wear beautifully, currently available. When you move over to the next coin, we're staying in the 4 real segment. And this one, I don't know if you are familiar with the Alexander Calder artist. This one is very uniquely bezeled in that the coin has a magnificent silver bezel for those who don't like gold bezels. The thing that's most interesting about this particular 4 real grade 1 coin is that we have now determined there are grade 1s, there are grade 1 minuses, and there are grade 1 pluses. If looking at these very 2 coins, one would clearly see, although this is certainly a grade 1 coin with the gold bezel, the quality of the coin, still falling into the category of grade 1, is a solid grade 1. This coin over here, however, becomes a grade 1 plus. What is a grade 1 plus? It is a coin that has absolutely perfect strike, very deep, all elements visible, assayer T, Potosi. The coin is superior to other grade 1 quality coins. So I now call these, and many others, we call this a grade 1 plus. It is a higher version of a grade 1 coin. On the back here, you do have the lions and castles. I'll hold it this way so that you can actually see how the lions and castles are to be positioned. Also, again, of the highest quality. The weight is there of the coin, over 13 plus grams, almost 14 grams, exactly what a 4 real should be. This is a very rare offering. These are no longer available. In Key West, which they don't, but if they did, this is a $1,500 premium to the price of an 8 real of the same exact type coin. So if you were to look at a 4 real or a 2 real, you add $1,500 to the price just because it's of the smaller denominational size. The smaller denominational size is, again, what is in demand currently. Switching over, just to stay within the same size segment and not to confuse you, there is one available from the rarer Santa Margarita 1622 fleet. This is a bezeled and fine 14 karat gold custom designed bezel. This is a grade 1 Margarita coin. Shown below here is the certificate with the photo, the actual photo. You can see it's grade 1, assayer B, who's a rare assayer, 2 reale, Philip II. Margarita was found prior to the Atocha mother lode in 1982. This coin is nearly impossible to find in grade 1, yet alone in a 2 real denomination, which is rare. Margarita coins are 50% rarer than Atocha coins. For every 1,000 Atocha coins you will find in the market, there are less than 500 Margarita coins available. The Margarita was sank in 10 feet of water, 15 feet of water. The ship was salvaged by the Spaniards. They recovered a majority of it, if not more than 50% of it. Margarita coins, 50% rarer than Atocha coins. They should be much more valuable. However, today we sell these generally for the same price as Atocha coins. Margarita, 2 real, would make the most gorgeous pendant, as you can see right here. I'll show you the other side of the coin as well. Also very beautiful. And that's your shield side with your fine bezel. And it was designed to be worn in conjunction with the cross being perfectly straight with the bezel. This is your cross side, Margarita. Moving away from the 2 and the 4 reals, we're gonna, I got one more 2 real Atocha we'll do right here. This one is a lot of fun. It's basically a coin which is in what I call my research collection, and I'm gonna take it out of the bezel here. I'm sorry, the holder. This coin in 1985, we determined it to be what's called a grade 3 coin. Today in the market, this would not be called a grade 3 coin. The weight, the quality is all of the grade 2 and grade 1 quality coin. The reason it was called a grade 3, and we're going to have a written up segment about this particular coin, Carol Tedesco and I, she has looked at it and viewed it. This coin, when you turn it over, it's fascinating. And it's going to be very difficult for the photo people right at this moment to try to really get this nice and clear. And you kind of want to stay back a little bit. You don't want to get too close onto it, but you want to get in there as close as possible. In 1985, not knowing as much as we do now about these coins, this is considered an ugly coin. It doesn't have a crystal clear strike. You don't see the shield perfectly, but all the details are there. There are so many letters visible from the legend. It is incredible. All those letters around the exterior there are legend letters. But what makes this so fascinating is it really shows you what a hand-hammered coin can look like from 400 years ago. We have thought many people that this has been struck 4 to 5 times, that shield, which means after the first striking, either a assay or a mint was not visible, they struck it again. They may have not liked the depth of the strike, they struck it again. They lifted the hammer, they struck it again. Out of many thousands of Atocha coins, I do not have in my collection samples of coins that really show the beauty of what a hand-hammered coin should look like. This is a true 400-year-old hand-hammered coin from the Atocha, with its obviously certificate of authenticity, its matching barcode ID as shown right here. And when you match up that barcode ID right here to the coin number, you see that this is 86A191133. You have matching everything. This is the complete way the coin was distributed to investors and divers in 1985, 1986. Really beautiful coin, very historic coin, very beautiful coin, impossible to purchase these days. Then we're moving over to the 8 real coins. This 8 real coin is a survivor, not only in the sense of it survived the Atocha, but it survived hurricanes and boxes and travels throughout the years. It retains its original 2x2 flip, barely, but all the information is on there, including the barcode number. There's a gouge out of the certificate here where water had saturated it and it had fallen and ripped out. Basically, more important is everything is visible right here on the certificate. The coin matches up perfectly to the certificate, so everything is in order. And this, we did not know at the time, was thought to be an R assayer coin. This is not an R assayer coin. This is called a PAL coin. If you look at the shield, when you have experience and knowledge, there's a mark right over here where normally the P and the T on a common coin would be found. This is clearly what is described as a PAL coin. A PAL coin is a P over an A over an L. It was only struck from the year 1617 to 1618. Some Atocha coins were struck for 6 years at the mint. There's 6 years worth of production of the coin. This is a 1-year production of the coin. This coin is extremely rare. It is the only one I have ever had in a collection of hundreds and hundreds of Atocha coins that I've owned. It is the only PAL coin I have ever come across. The back certainly being grade 1. This is a 27-gram coin. It is extremely heavy. It is extremely non-corroded, no pitting. And I love also the details on the back here with, again, legend visible. This is a beautiful double strike. You literally have the first cross here, the second cross there, 1 castle, 2 castles. The coin is magnificent. Also, I did want to mention the legend visible here on the shield side with the DG clearly visible and the HISP also visible. Legend coins, full shield, full weight, rare coins, grade 1 pluses, not a grade 1 minus that is typically sold on Duval Street today for full retail. This coin is exceptional. One of the things I wanted to mention is people do choose to wear these coins. I'm currently wearing today around my neck another 1715 fleet coin. It is not that very first one that I own. This is another one that I own. But this is the way an 8 real coin looks when worn on a bezel for a man. It is a perfect size coin to wear. Very manly, very nice. However, some men, particularly women, do decide again to go with the smaller 4 real size. The choice is up to you. One other option that I'm offering to people is if they want a large 8 real coin such as this, one of the ways you can do it is if you're not intending on wearing the coin, I do have over here a professional $300 frame whereby which I've taken the coin out. But what would happen is you could purchase, for example, this next Atocha coin, if your intent is not to wear it, in the frame here goes beautifully underneath the glass your certificate. It could then be mounted on the wall, and inside of the cutout over here would be where your coin would actually be seen. So if you can see that right there, your coin has a round cutout where it is put into, and then you have your certificate on the glass as well as the coin on the glass. And then this becomes a beautiful framed piece for your living room, office space, whatever the case may be. This I would actually include free of charge with the purchase of any coin that you chose to do this with. I would only ask of you to pay the shipping cost, because as you can see, that's not a standard shipping. That's a little bit of a larger frame over there. Let's get back to the last coin of the 8 real size here. And this particular one is a grade 4 coin. And its purpose in today's video is for the individuals who cannot afford a higher priced Atocha coin but want to own a coin from the Atocha. A grade 4 gives you that entry level opportunity. This coin is from the, if you look at the certificate, not the Po to Z mint, it is from the M Mexico mint. M Mexico coins are rare coins. They have a premium to them. I think there was only about 3 to 4% of all the Atocha assemblage that were Mexico coins. This being a full round Mexico coin is exceptional for the grade 4 quality. And this is a highly, highly reduced price coin compared to something like this over here, which is an exceptional grade 1 coin. There would be quite a difference in the price. So there is currently one available of a lower priced Atocha coin. The reason for the lower priced Atocha coin being so hard to find these days is this is sometimes not affordable. Everybody grabs these when they come available. And I also want to mention, when a grade 4 coin is often offered for sale, it is a coin that is no more than what you see my fingers are covering up. It is just a fragment of a full coin. After conservation, the coin is so deteriorated, it is gone. You only receive a portion of the coin. This being a full round, good weight grade 4 coin. This is Mexico. If you're interested in this particular coin, time is of the essence. It will sell quickly. I did want to, at this time, ask you to please go get pencil and paper. You're going to have an interest in some of these coins. You're going to need to contact me. I always need to provide my contact information. I'm easily reached at my phone number of 702-374-2148. And again, I'll give you that number in case you were pausing it to go get pen and paper. 702-374-2148. That's the same number I've had for over 15, 18 years. It hasn't changed. You can watch some of my other videos if you miss it on this one, and then you can call me. Another grade 4 coin that literally is of value because it is what is called a 1 reale coin. There are 2 reale coins, which we have all heard of. There are 4 reale coins. There are 8 reale coins. This coin, being a grade 4, literally has been destroyed by the ocean. There are no visible markings on it. However, it is exactly at 3 grams, and it is a full round coin. This is the size of a 1 reale. It is the rarest denomination found on the Atocha. If you don't have one in your collection and you don't want to pay high price, this is the opportunity to get a grade 4, 1 real coin to put in your collection to have a denomination set. It's actually a beautiful coin in that everything is so perfect, except of course 400 years of seawater worn over it has taken away all visible signs of shield and cross. But this is the last of the Atocha currently available, 1 real. The Atocha certificate right here is going to call it a 2 real coin. We now know it as we've learned so much about these coins. A full coin such as that of the 2 real denomination is going to be over 6 grams. There's not enough weight loss on that coin from deterioration to bring it down to 3. That is a 1 real denomination right there. So we're sure of that. However, beautiful coin, last of the Atocha, comes with all its original paperwork. Moving on, we like to show what these coins look like when they are bezeled. So if I'm showing you a coin, and we can pick any one that you may choose, but let's just pick one that is not bezeled at this time. If you pick a coin such as this right over here, and you say, you know, it's kind of ordinary looking, that's because you don't have the pop to it. These coins, when bezeled, this one being a 2 real compared to an 8 real in size, coins pop with the gold set around it. This one shown on my left here, likely your right, is a 2 real Atocha coin with 14 karat gold bezel of the highest quality, being a grade 1. This is a coin I often wear as well. And that's what they look like when they're bezeled. They're absolutely beautiful. By the way, I am going to just take this coin and drop it fairly gingerly here, just so you can hear the sound of the full 27 gram weight and solidness of the coin. One more time. Absolutely world-class museum quality coin right there. This is again your bezeled coin when worn. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what we call a Key West dog tag. This size being of the highest quality. This size being of the highest demand. I don't know if the camera person can get a good view of that quality right there. That's a grade 1. This is 2 real. We're coming into the home stretch, sticking to Atocha. I don't have these often, if ever. However, I currently have 3 of these. If the camera could zoom in, to some degree, they're very hard to focus in on, but it will give you an idea. This is the quality of what an Atocha emerald looks like. Atocha emeralds these days are used for individuals making their jewelry. When they make a coin and they have a bezel put around it, they often like to have a Atocha emerald stuck in the bezel as well. That really adds a lot of very special, making it very special. But the emeralds can be up to $3,000 a carat. We sometimes look for lower, lighter emeralds. I do have a few of those, but I also do have some of the higher quality ones. But don't request a higher quality emerald if you don't understand that even a small emerald such as this would run into the $3,000 range, the $3,000 a carat. You would stick with some of the more typical lighter emeralds that are found on the Atocha, whereby which you can pick those up for $600, say, and then put them in your bezel for your coin. But we do have Atocha emeralds. I've been asked that numerous times. I would not sell them. I am selling them currently at this time. We've completed the Atocha and the Margarita. Last, we're moving on to 2 1715 fleet coins. There's actually 4 of them shown right here on the table. One that I'm wearing right now. This is a 1715 fleet coin. There's the very hard to see shield and cross on this coin. These coins, when overweight, were actually scraped down, where even they took off the detail. They wanted the weight to be correct. I love those marks where the coin was chiseled down so that the weight was correct. And the coins were cut from a bar, meaning this cut here is a straight cut. This cut here is a straight cut. This was a long, oddly shaped bar of this thickness. And what they simply did was, when the bar was like this, they took shears, they cut. They took shears, they cut. This is the center part coin of a cut, of a bar. You have 2 cuts with straight shears, the rest being natural. This is the center of a strip or cabo de barra cut from a bar. 1715 fleets were cut this way. This one here is an end cut, but I'm going to show you an end cut much more clearly on these. This is from an estate of an elderly gentleman who passed away, and these became available, and I was so happy to have acquired them. This is what you seek. They're very rarely available. Usually family members inherit them and don't sell them. So what this is this is a vintage certificate from 1977. A company called International Coins and Currency certified this as an authentic 1715 fleet cob. And the date on that certificate is 1977. I have on my phone the matching Jacques Cousteau 1978 issue of Skin Diver magazine. And inside that is the advertisements from this company where they were offering these very same coins for sale. They came with a 22-inch, rather inexpensive silver chain. However, these are two of those coins. I only have one certificate. The one certificate is going with the more substantial of the two coins, which is this one here. I would make a copy of that if you were interested in purchasing the other coin. What makes this coin so fantastic is it is the definition of the end piece of the bar that I was just describing. So think of a strip of metal, silver, of the same thickness throughout. The strip would have come this way like this. This I already showed you was part of the strip at a different position, but it was cut, and then this is the silver piece of 8 that was taken from the center of the 1715 Fleet strip. That comes out. This is clearly the end piece where, again, they only made one cut straight with the shears here, and thus you can see the end portion that is rounded off, and here's the straight portion that was cut. So we'll do that one last time where you can clearly see this would be a strip, the straight cut, the straight cut. This would be thrown into the chest after being struck. This here is the end piece. The coin, with other merits though, are of the type from 1977. They are not salvaging 1715 Fleet coins that have these details anymore. They're flat details, they're light coins. This is the old time coins we look for, of full weight coins that have full details and the provenance of a well-known company that marketed these from the Real 8 company. They purchased them in the 1970s. This one comes with 22-inch chain. Again, it can be worn as shown right here. I personally would put a thicker, different chain on it, although that would be totally up to you. It is ready to go as shown right here. Along with that gentleman's collection, he had acquired a secondary 1715 Fleet coin. This one is not as good a strike as the first original one just shown. It is not an end piece from the bar. It is of lighter weight. Here is the reverse with a little area of brown coral incrustation where the coin was likely up against a piece of iron. And this again, another 1715 Fleet coin, which are found from Sebastian Inlet, Florida, East Coast, all the way down to Fort Pierce, where Mel Fisher started working as a treasure salver for Kip Wagner in the 1960s. These are great coins. They're on the rise in price. For those who cannot afford Atocha coins, these are the coins that are currently much less costly, but can still be acquired at prices that Atocha coins were many years ago. So these also will escalate in price to the point where they reach Atocha values in the future. With that being said, we've basically covered everything. I will, however, just quickly show something like this and a couple of these, and these are all just secondary afterthoughts. This is a lot of fun. These are gold nuggets from the SS Central America, the ship of gold, bringing back 49er gold from the gold fields, sank in 1857. These are PCGS encapsulated, guaranteeing the authenticity that these are shipwreck nuggets found from the California Gold Rush, from the shipwreck, the SS Central America. One of these available. We also have a inexpensive El Cazador coin, a large 8 real coin. These were the type from 1783 that were minted using a coin press. So even though there's very slight details visible on this coin, this is a rounder, more uniform coin. They were not hand struck, they were coin pressed. This is found off the coast of Louisiana, and this here is called an El Cazador shipwreck coin, even less expensive than a 1715 fleet coin. Last but not least, this is a really great shipwreck. Mr. Bert Weber found the 1641 Concepcion off of the Silver Shoals of the Bahamas. These coins are Atocha era coins. This particular one, also being a beautiful Mexico coin, would wear beautifully. This is a third shipwreck. The Atocha, in order, however, being the most valuable, historic, well-documented shipwreck, others being less known. But this last one is a Concepcion coin currently available as of July 4th, let's call it, 2022. If you're watching this video too much later than that, these are not going to be available. By the way, the sun was not visibly out when this was first shown. The sun is now out. If a person could look at the glow that comes from an Atocha emerald, they really have a radiance from inside the emerald. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but these coins these Atocha emeralds are absolutely Muzo-Colombian, finest ever found from the mint, not the mint, from the mine. And these no longer come out of the ground of this quality. Blue, greenish in color, absolutely gorgeous. I have these available now to put into your bezel if interested, for all of those individuals that contacted me. That's it. You've seen a bunch of stuff that is currently available. This is likely going to be the last availability before the September 6th anniversary coming up in September in Key West. The county of Key West is going to be putting a time capsule down to commemorate the Atocha. There's going to be a lot of activity, Atocha buying. A lot of Atocha coins are going to be in demand at that time. Coins are going to be in demand after that time. This is the last chance you're going to get to pick up museum quality, world-class Atocha coins before the big rush. Good luck to you. First come, first serve. Look forward to speaking to many like-minded individuals who love this stuff. Give me a call. I'll quote you a price on any coin that you're interested in if it's still available, and I look forward to speaking with you. Have a great 4th of July, and hope you're well. Thank you so much.